Thinking back, I've experienced anxiety my whole life. I think when it really started to affect me was the summer going into 8th grade.
I think we thought she grew up, she seemed a little more mature, she was real conscious of what she was eating and wanting to exercise. But very quickly we realized that Jamie was sort of obsessing.
I was also suffering from anorexia at the time. It started off with just like an innocent decision, like I want to eat healthier.
We actually jumped immediately into the recognition that things were different, and we jumped into conversations with people that might provide insight, but we didn't know exactly what we were jumping into.
When I was really like suffering also happened to be like during bar and bat mitzvah season. I would not want to go to certain bar bat mitzvahs just to avoid like having to eat the meal there. My family knew that something wasn't right soon after I started showing symptoms.
This is a very transitional time. Her bat mitzvah was coming up soon.
We kept waiting to see how she would respond after the bat mitzvah, which we couldn't tell if that was a part of this nervousness and affecting her socially and affecting her behaviors. About a week after her bat mitzvah, we were really struggling watching her eat. Instead of taking her to the hospital that night, our doctor said we could see a dietitian.
During a lot of that time, Jamie really felt like she doesn't have the problem, we're the problem, these doctors are the problem, because we had her on this eating plan. We questioned all the time if we were doing the right thing or not, and often thought we weren't.
We learned that she was really avoiding certain social opportunities and seemed skinnier. They called us from the treatment center and had space available.
And we really just realized that she wasn't doing anything wrong. We weren't doing anything wrong. The therapists weren't. It was just she needed more help. I remember the morning that we told her we were leaving that night to check in the next morning. You could see that there was sort of a weight lifted off of her, as much as she was terrified and she had said terrible things about what would happen if we sent her to Denver. When we told her we're going, we're doing this and we're going today, she was like better than she had been in months. It just sort of started eventually getting better and better. Now she's going into her senior year and she's a rock star.
I still suffer from generalized anxiety disorder. It doesn't take over me as much as the eating disorder did, but it definitely is still something that I struggle with on a regular basis. I definitely wish that my younger self knew that I wasn't alone and that there were people I could reach out to.
Strength in Life is addressing and responding, and we're very proud of how our daughter has done both.